Scrappy Peeps, Suzanna here today to share with you my first project for Elle Studio, and today I am creating with the January exclusive kit and the add-ons as well as the digital files. So that is the layout that I created, and I used a mix of the exclusive kit, the digitals, and the add-ons. What inspired this layout really was the acrylic hearts and stars. I chose to just use the hearts, and I knew I wanted to have a cascade of those hearts moving down the page, and so I was going to have some small photos in order to be able to have that happen. So the background paper is a piece from the Noteworthy collection. I wanted something with a little bit of pattern to the back of it, and that's why I went with the piece that I did. And what I'm doing is I'm just arranging the hearts to flow down the page, kind of like a trickle of hearts, and I'm trying to organize them in such a way that I have a mix of different shapes, different sizes, and different colors. And then as they trickle down the page, I wanted to intersperse some labels which would kind of be shelves in order to nestle other bits and pieces. I also knew that I wanted to be able to journal on this page, and so I have, as you can see there, two of the 3x4 cards. One of them I'm using more as a layer, that with the green that's on the page right now. And then I'm going to layer that other 4x3 that just has the rainbow stripes on the top and the bottom so that I have a place to be able to journal. I knew I needed to get some of these things stuck down to the page before I was able to proceed, and so I have the bulk of those hearts where I want them to be, and so I'm going to go ahead and stick them down. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, and I'm not pleased with the way that they ended up being stuck onto the page. I struggled with what it was that I was going to use to get them on the page, and you can actually see the adhesive behind many of those hearts. I did try and cover them up with the labels and the XOXOs, which I'm going to call hugs and kisses. However, I wasn't able to cover them up a whole lot, but they weren't going to come up off the page either. So when you do buy them, I do recommend stapling is probably the best way to get them down, and when I use them on my next project, that is exactly what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to use my Tim Holtz mini attacher and just staple through to the center of the page there. So that pink heart that I put down by the journaling spot is actually one that I used with a digital cut file, and I'm going to be completely honest with you and tell you that I completed these projects quite some time ago, and I am not quite sure what the XOXO is. I believe it is from the digital cut file, and it's that 4x6 card, but I blew it up to be a lot bigger and made those XOs fit so that they were good on the page or worked with the page. So that is the selvage strip from the bottom of this particular piece of pattern paper, and there were more labels on it that actually had words printed in them. So that gray one says this right here, and then I'm going to end up using a purple one that says All My Heart, which will go under that title bar that is green by the purple heart at the top of the page there. Now, the other thing that does end up looking different on this page is you're going to see that there's that green cut apart label that is at the top right now currently. And I really struggled with this title. So what you will end up seeing as the title on the end of this page, I didn't like. I didn't like the way that I had a whole lot of horizontals condensed together at the top of the page. So I'm going to pull that green label off, and I'm actually going to use one of the print and cut files, which you can see on the right hand side of the screen there. I did print and cut them using my silhouette, and so I'm just going to use one of those that's kind of that aqua green, and I'm going to use some of the Jane Alpha stickers in navy blue and put genuine as my title. So that is the only difference on this layout. In the meantime, what I'm doing now is I'm taking all of these different XOs, and I don't want them to be the same throughout. So some of them have just a pair, and some of them have just the single XOXO. And I am going to just, again, scatter those down the page to just, this page, the reason that I went with that title Genuine is because, and my journaling says it all, is it's not often that either my daughter or my husband show the genuine smiles that you can see in these photos. And they have a very special bond, the two of them, and that's what I wanted to reflect in this page. So the puffy stickers for this month's collection are absolutely awesome. I love them. I wasn't able to get many on this page, but I did get a few of the hearts in. I wanted a little bit more of the blue because of the blue in the photo, and so I am going to pull some puffy hearts from one of the puffy heart collections that is available in the store. And if you're interested in the kit, today it is $9.99. It'll go up to its regular price tomorrow, so be sure to visit the links, the affiliate links in my description box down below, and that'll link you to the store. So in the exclusive kit, you get some 4x3 cards, you get some 4x6 cards, and you get these die cuts. So I am trying to use a few of the die cuts scattered throughout the page. I'm going to end up using the I love you above the green on the right hand side there, and that ends up being about all that I use here. The other thing that I do that I don't do on video is I did want to get the date on here, so I'm going to use the date stamp at the bottom with some of the different colors in different inks. So here's where I finished that title that says, it ends up saying a dad and a girl and her dad, but it really didn't express the emotion that is in that photo. That is what I was really trying to share in the layout. So I am going to remove that and do as I mentioned earlier. So that, my friends, is my first layout for Elle's studio. I hope you've enjoyed this process video, and I hope you've learned that it's okay to not like what you do and go back and do it again and fix it. It's totally fixable. So thanks for stopping in today. I hope you're doing well. Enjoy the close-ups, and I hope to see you back soon. Take care.